There we go. Hey everybody. Looks like the mic is on. Hopefully the audio. I'm not muted this time, hopefully. What is up, everybody? How is everybody this fine Saturday evening? Hope everybody had a great day. I did. Trying to take Saturdays and spend a little bit more time with my family. Got a little bit of downtime. Let's see. Hey X-Raw, X, hey Todd, Gunpla Bro, Satan Escape Bum, Mighty Wise Guy, Shadow Fog Killer, Justin, Tilly, 96786 Victor, Games R, J-Hound and Victoria, what's up? My dog Eduardo, James B, Midnight Dawn Table, Gecko, Gunpla Mango, Shadow Fog Killer, Rick McCary, Dylan Perry, BBR2. Wow, they keep going. Banham. Looks like we're already at like 30. Mr. Trashcan Bob and Justin Hill, Ezen, Seraphim. Let's see. Ricky Dones, already at the end. So, what's everybody doing this evening? Still working on the RG Full Armor Unicorn today. I went and finished the second leg after the stream last time though, so we don't have to have a third stream of just working on legs. Most of you might be aware, but if you're new to the stream or haven't been here before, Victoria, I got you. I'll go to live chat. Don't worry about it. Actually, that's probably a good idea. I should do that right now and change that over. You cheating? I'm not cheating. I'm just trying to make it so it isn't boring for you guys. Today, we're doing these giveaways every night. Every time we do these streams. Today, the giveaway will be the RG Banshee Norn. I imagine it's quite similar to this kit, at least the core kit, I believe. Obviously in different colors. But because last week, if you have missed it, we definitely broke the 100 threshold to get the master grade. And somewhere along there, we actually got up to 340, I think, at the peak. So really crazy. I didn't expect it to blow up like that. Something about the YouTube algorithm brought a lot of people in. But knowing how much that can blow up, raising the stakes. So if we hit 1,000... You guys want to look up at me in the corner here. We'll give away this bad boy, the PG Unicorn. I don't want to be a downer or anything. I think the odds are relatively low. But you never know what can happen. Last time, I didn't expect us to triple that 100 number instantaneously. So we'll see what happens tonight. Should be a good time either way. Do some building, do some talking, and hopefully we all have a great evening. So welcome to anybody who's new. Welcome back to anybody who's been here before. Thank you for hanging out and watching. And let's get to it. I'm starting on the waist unit next, since I completed that second that leg. Better go low. My body is not ready. Yeah, we're up to 40 already. It's not too bad. I also dug out the runners that I know I'll need for the next handful of steps and separated them, so hopefully it'll be a little faster. Satan Escape Bum, not to be a dick. What are you giving away if you don't make 1,000? So that's, I just pointed out Satan Escape Bum. Maybe you already saw it because of the lag, but it will be this, showing it up in the corner here because it won't fit down here. The RG Banshee Norn, so I'm up in those stakes a little bit too, so I believe that's a pretty good kit. So you're making out either way if you win. And if you're not familiar with how we do this, periodically throughout the stream, I'll be asking people for a number in the chat within a certain range. And if your number gets called, you will win the kit in question. If nobody wins it, then we wait and roll the dice again later. It was surprising how fast we had a winner last week. Usually it takes a couple spins of the dial, so to speak. And I'm going to try to ignore us to make more progress. Not specifically, but I know that the chat's getting to the point where it's getting a little bit hard for me to keep up, so I'm trying not to judge myself for not responding to every single comment. I'll try to. Oh, and the legs are already taken out. Happy. We'll just leave those down there. Jared, why is it so hard to find the Tamiya X20 thinner? I'm not sure. We've got... I'm trying to think what we got. There's Gundam Mango. I think they're still trying to get distribution back on track, so it's hard to get X20. There's still a lot of stuff that's not quite right in the world in terms of distribution and stuff. Couple bro, I hope I win. Does Unicorn come with the lighting unit? No, it doesn't. That's a separate purchase. I mean, it's a $200 kit, so games I've been thinking about picking up at RG. Just need to find one I like. Makes sense. This is my first RG myself. I think it was kind of a crazy one to dive in on, but I'm enjoying it so far. It's definitely a different build than anything else I've built so far. Exactly. Good evening, all. Hey, Nick. Hey, Thomas. What's up? Bro, Gundam Bro games are. Get the RG Crossbone or New Gundam. New I heard is really good, and the RG Sazabi is supposed to be a really good kit too. We actually some of those arrived this week. I just need to check them all in. They're in the queue for that. Lady Luck was on my side, man. Is that what you call Victoria? Whisper Mystic, I mean, you can't respond to absolutely everyone. I think I've been doing an okay job at that before, but it's getting a little bit hard. Gee, that's been a disappointment was the Sin and Juice since they tried to stretch the Mark II frame to fit it instead of making a new one like they do now. Let's see. Couple of bros, alright if I plug my channel here in the chat. I mean, you already did, so what am I gonna say about it, I guess? Minty, thank you for the sub. Some exciting news this week with Mecha Warehouse. I signed a letter of intent on Friday, and so what that basically is a document saying that I'm interested and I guess serious enough to sign something for getting a lease for a new warehouse space. So hopefully that process doesn't take too long. The whole negotiating the lease thing. I've had a few other commercial spaces for other businesses, so it doesn't always go smoothly in my experience. There's usually some detail that has to get hashed out and debated, but hopefully I'll have a space soon. I think the earliest I'd expect to be able to move into that space is probably like September 1st. So I've got a little bit of time before that. But that'll be exciting. Okay, 35, 36. And 2, alright. Complete versatility, pay and gunpla. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know the landlords too well yet, but I don't think they are gunpla builders. The one thing I do know is that they take pride in their property, that the place looks immaculate. So that's really cool. I've had so many landlords in the past that do the minimum to get by. I mean, both when I had an apartment when I first moved to New Hampshire, and then these 2 other commercial spaces, the space that I'm in for the dojo, and I can't complain really because the rent is great, meaning not very expensive for the amount of space I have. But it takes forever to get the landlord to do anything that isn't like going to burn the building down immediately, which is frustrating. And then the office I had that I ended the lease on at the beginning of the year was another similar case. I think he was a little bit more proactive, but still hard to get help and all that stuff. So when you need things fixed or whatever, you don't want it to wait forever. Alrighty, Nick, what kind of cake we're having tonight? I don't think we're having any cake tonight. I think my wife has baked a cherry pie, I think. I think it was still cooling when I came up here, so maybe it will make an appearance. We'll see. I feel like I'm a little self-conscious to be eating on camera, especially with these larger audiences. We're up to 68 viewers. Long way to go to hit that 1,000, but if you were here last week, you saw how crazy it got once we hit like 110, 120, and then it just blew up. Absolutely insane. Sorry, I know someone in Austin that was doing clothing stuff for his Twitch, and it was cheaper for him to rent a house and get an actual warehouse. That could make sense in some places. Residential real estate is, I mean, I don't think any real estate is super cheap around here. We're like within commuting distance of Boston. It's a far commute, but it's close enough that we get some of that Massachusetts kind of overflow in real estate prices up here. Fox, hey Nick, thanks for building my order and getting it sent off same day. Legendary, sir. No problem, man. You're welcome. Can't always do that, but I try when I can. So Mr. Gig, getting some landlords to fix things is difficult. Yeah, exactly. These guys, they're actually building their own properties. They're building them themselves, and they're trying to keep them immaculate. They've got no plans to sell or anything, and they seem to take pride in what they build and own, as far as I can tell. I'm sure there'll probably be there could be some sort of crazy surprise once I actually get in there or get to know them, but so far so good. Mecha Warehouse mukbang. Exactly. Do a cherry pie ASMR. Used to visit New Hampshire a lot when I lived in Maine. I don't know, man. I love it here in New Hampshire. Oh, I missed Jeremy Trago. Thank you for the sub. It's like 5 minutes ago. Wow, those little sandpaper foam pads, where are they? Where do I get them? Because they look incredibly convenient compared to normal sandpaper. So these are sanding sponges. I don't have any full ones up here, I don't think. No. But they come in sheets. I cut them out in these little pads. These are a 3M brand. I bought a whole bunch of them way back when I got into the hobby. So you can probably get those on Amazon or Home Depot or any of those kind of places. We also carry the Tamiya sanding sponges, and we'll be getting some other sanding sponges in soon from a few well-known brands. I don't want to spill exactly who yet, but they're on the way. Okay, am I too late for the giveaway? Not yet. We'll do the first draw in a little while. Home hiking New Hampshire is great. Yep, exactly. I agree. Oh, thank you very much. I know where some of my next paycheck is going. Mecha Warehouse Cherry Pie ASMR is where the real stream bucks are. Interesting. I missed a week of the cake. No cake. Pie today, probably, if I get anything. We'll see if my wife remembers. I think she's feeling pressure to bring me desserts now, which is good and bad. Dylan Perry, when are the applications available, Nick? I accept partial payment and kits. Oh, I'm not sure. If we move in if we were to be able to move in on the 1st, it would be probably after the move-in that I started looking to hire. I need to figure out exactly how much help I need and what the warehouse changes for me. One of the biggest time sinks right now being in the house is that we have all the excess stuff that I can't keep on the shelves and boxes, and keeping track of all that stuff is incredibly difficult, and trying to restock shelves, and it eats a lot of time. So having things just readily available on shelves might change what I need in terms of how much help and stuff. Kind of hope it does, actually. Nike, tell your wife not to feel pressured. You clearly are not married. Maybe you are, but telling my wife not to feel pressured or to feel or not feel anything doesn't work. It's like when you yell at somebody, calm down. It doesn't work. That doesn't calm anybody down. For 16. The F1. You should have just a channel for Mecha Warehouse for cake and pie. I need like a second channel. The Mecha Warehouse Desserts channel. Yeah, imagine after doing moving the warehouse, you're going to need to do a full inventory of your stock. Yeah, pretty much. I really need to anyway. Our numbers are pretty accurate. We very rarely find that we're out of stock of anything that we thought we were in stock of, or vice versa, but things do happen. So it'll be a good reset point for that, and good time to put into place some new and better procedures. Yeah, telling a woman to calm down is very dangerous. Exactly. Whisper. Exactly. The Water Splash Mecha paint set. Awesome, man. If you do it on the Mecha Warehouse website, we got this, yeah, I'm getting good at this, Live 10 code. And save a little bit on your order tonight. Satan escape home when you're 6'2", 400 pounds, letting someone scream and calm down. It works. Maybe. I don't know. It depends on the person. If you did a cooking bacon channel, it'd be awesome. I'll have to broach the subject with her. Maybe. That would be pretty funny. I'm still trying to work on her to create an Instagram. Metalcraft Games with your stream music. This is Pretzel Rocks is the name of the software or the application. That one that's playing right now is Magical Education of Wizards by Abstraction. No, I need to find my there we go. See if I want any plans to do a physical store one day. So once we have this location, we will probably start opening it up for some events and stuff. I think I saw, like, yeah, it's basically the same question. So local pickup will become an option at some point, probably not right away until I get some sort of rhythm in place and figure out all the logistics and operations there before I start allowing people to show up. And my schedule is not always the most convenient for other people. But what was I saying? So we'll have an in-store pickup. We might allow in-store shopping. I haven't really decided yet. I kind of want to avoid that because it creates, especially with the way we'll be set up in this space, because it creates the opportunity for someone to pull something from the shelf and then have someone order it online and then be disappointed when it's not there. So I've got to figure out how to do that. I think there is a way to do that, but it requires having a separate shop to the actual warehouse space itself, so you can kind of control that inventory better. So that might happen, but I am hoping to do like in-person events, build nights, build days, maybe little competitions or shows or something. We'll figure out classes. I don't know. Tons of options. Probably play with all of them once we have the space and get things under control. I'm hoping that it frees up some of my time because I'll either be able to hire somebody to take on some of the stuff that eats a lot of my time, or it will create efficiencies that save me the time I'm losing right now. But we shall see. Always toss a sticker and run like hell. Do you know how many submissions you received so far for the grunt suit contest? So we're in the low 20s, I think. 21, 22, 23, something like that. I expect, based on talk on Instagram, talk on the Discord, there's got to be at least another 15, 20, 30 entries out there on their way in. We're inside the last week now, so I suspect a lot of people are holding out to the last minute to make their submissions. I think that's pretty typical. How many people would used to submit their homework like 3 days in advance? That never happens. Like, so we don't hear from you. We know what happened exactly, James. Ship cookies and stuff with every order. Satan, we've actually thought about that. My wife wanted is the better term, to create a cookie business. She does some crazy sugar cookies. I think they're crazy, at least. She's somewhat down about herself and the skills, but I think it's a viable business. But in order to ship cookies, at least in New Hampshire, to ship cookies to customers, you need to have a licensed kitchen, which I think is more than she's willing to take on. Our kitchen is always kind of a mess because, I've got kids. So that whole process, I think, is more than she's willing to take on right now. Maybe someday. Cookies could make an appearance at an in-person event, though. I'm already getting behind here. For people watching, like 22 likes, hit that button, folks. Ship cherry pie and warrant help hums in every order. Whatever tips for model builders with big hands. Being tall makes a real pain. Trying to build small 1/144, so like my fingers often get in the way. Tweezers. Find tools that will help you. Saray Moncia, we definitely traveled to get some gunpla from Mecha Warehouse. We'll be happy to have you. Make sure you do sales near contract and local zoning laws. Some areas that allow storage may not allow in-person sales. This is a retail, I mean, technically not retail, but I'm pretty sure. We'll definitely be looking at the lease. Nick, we're going to do a warehouse walk through once it's up and running. Oh, absolutely. We'll probably be doing videos the whole way through the process. I am super big on the content stuff lately, if you haven't noticed. So I plan on doing a ton of content related to the fit up and move and all that stuff. You guys will get a chance to follow along. Discord meetup, definitely. We do something. I know there's at least a handful of you guys here in New Hampshire. And you add Mass, Maine, Vermont, and Connecticut, Rhode Island. There's a lot more of you guys. Do a second inventory for the online portion, then another for the physical location, then a small section open for in-person shopping. So that's what I would have to do. The problem is the space I have will be hard to isolate that stuff. The space that I'm looking to go into, but we'll see. One thing at a time. I don't want to go too far too fast because I won't be able to keep up with it. Something some of the smaller shops did in Hawaii was to show up to very small anime conventions, limited stock to sell. I've thought about that. It's a lot of work. University of Head. Because the final day for submission 7/31 or 8/1. I plan on waiting until 8/2 to start any sort of judging activity. So I would say 8/1, August 1st is the last day to submit. Rona Philp work on my ground destruction right now. Awesome, can't wait to see it. Didn't come here to be attacked. My homework habits. I don't see like when's the next event. The for the grunt destruction type thing, the build contest arrow moves. I'm not sure. You need a license to ship cookies. You know, it's just within domestic U.S. It depends on the state. Like it's a state by state thing. In New Hampshire, you need a license to ship. You can sell them anywhere you want if you're doing it at a small enough scale without a license. But as soon as you go to ship them in New Hampshire, it becomes a thing, which is kind of lame. But like she could go to like farmers markets and sell cookies. Wouldn't be a problem. D123. But as soon as she tries to do it online, then there's an issue. And while farmers markets and stuff I think are open here in New Hampshire, I don't think she has any interest in going out and about right now. Even though New Hampshire is like one of two states that actually has declining cases right now. Last I heard. Maybe that's changed. That one, and we got one more A1. University, excited to see everyone's grunt destruction kits. Same. I mean, I've seen a bunch of them because I get to look at the entries, but I can't wait to see what the whole field looks like. I think we're gonna have some really good ones. Should be really, really exciting. Exciting to give away some really big prizes too. Lucky Kibbles, hi, hey Nick, how's it going? Hey Lucky, what's up? Wow, we're up to 89 viewers. James, with my work going crazy, I haven't had time to work my grunt entirely for the contest. I feel you there. I feel like most of my building lately has been just on the stream. Trying to change that again and get back a little bit more time. But things are crazy right now. Sorry, Bonsi, I become from Ohio, but I'd do it. I always flake on virtual build nights because I'm trash. I'm just shy. It's okay, man. I'm an introvert, believe it or not. I can do this online. I can talk in front of a big crowd. You put me in a room with like 3 people and I get really, really quiet. Andrew comes with a real question. Does a hot dog a sandwich? Okay, Dakota. Question pops up like every stream. What's up with that? I'm not going to engage in said dialogue. We got 100 again. The sweet flood via YouTube recommendation. So I'm out here twice, both profile trying to get the views up. Have you heard they're apparently making a new unicorn anime? I wouldn't be surprised. Cat Wiggles, thank you for the sub. About 94, going up. Like, whereas you're an introvert IRL but a digital extrovert. It's not even a digital versus real life. It's large crowds versus small crowds. I think I feel that I'm somewhat socially awkward in small groups, unless for some reason I'm I don't know, seen as an authority figure or something in those groups. I don't have too much trouble, but I don't enjoy trying to fight my way into a conversation, if you will. I have no interest. But I can present to a huge audience, and I really don't care. I think I actually thrive in that kind of feeling, really, which I think is kind of weird. I think other people might feel the same way too, but I find the same thing with teaching karate. If I have to teach an audience of 100 people, I got no problem. If I teach 10, no problem. If I teach 3 people, I tend to struggle more, and I do okay because I know my people well. But if I had a crowd I didn't know and was not and had a small crowd of people I wasn't familiar with, then doesn't go as well for me. I can muddle through. I've gotten okay at fighting past it, but it's a lot more exhausting for me. Hot dog is the taco. Search your feelings. See if when we hit 100 again, we explode. How do you feel about public speaking? I'm tremendous at it, but stick me in a room with 4 people. I don't know. My voice cracks. I'm going through puberty again. Already, it's like the same thing, basically. Especially if I'm not familiar with those 4 people. With the dojo, it's a little different because I know the crowd. They're, a lot of them are longtime students, so it's more like hanging out with friends. But so it doesn't bother me as much. But like you take that same crowd and then add a single new student to it, and it totally throws my game off. If I discovered, I want to say it was like sometime in college, I was helping run a summer program for incoming freshmen, and we had probably like 80, 100 people in a room, and I could stand up and get the crowd going or whatever, no problem. But stick me with 2 of those people, and I have like whatever. Kind of odd, but I don't know, maybe more useful. I kind of like talking to public speaking these days. It's kind of weird. Setsuna, what's good? What's going on, Setsuna? Did family movie night right before the stream tonight. So usually our Saturday thing. I watched Big Hero 6. excellent movie. If you haven't seen it, you definitely should. Good kids movie, but good robot kind of movie too. Santiago, California, shout out. I'm from Stockton. Whisper Mystic 2 hate large groups, but I'm not even an introvert either. I think a lot of people just take big groups. I think I'm weird in that I almost like large audiences, but don't like small audiences. It's weird. It's like I can feed off the energy of a large crowd. Thank you, Hectic Sense, for the sub. Recon Fox, hey Nick, are you able to get the special edition complete like the Hello Kitty models? If so, can I email you about it? Sure, you can email me about it. I actually have Hello Kitty on the way. They're pre-ordered, and for whatever reason, I got the shaft when I ordered them, and I have to wait for the second batch to come in. They didn't send me any on the first batch, which sucks for everybody that pre-ordered them from me. I've rectified the problem going forward, but it's frustrating in the meantime. So all of our pre-orders going out in the future are good to go. But we'll definitely have Hello Kitty in. I was told a month ago that they're coming in a month, so it could be any day now, or it could be another month because I think they told me that 2 months ago too. Tadashi is here, exactly. Big Hero 6 was one of the best movies Disney's made recently. Yeah, that was a good one. Highly recommend it if you are looking for a movie. It's up on Disney Plus if you have Disney Plus. I watched it with the fam. It was a good choice. James P90, that movie's a little old now. Yeah, it was like 2014 or something. Nick, guess who likes mono eye suits now? Victoria. Ladies and gentlemen of Xeon, we got her. Nice. Oh, that's great. Actually, we're a good ways into the stream now. Why do you guys get Hello Kitty Haro or Hello Kitty RX-78? The RX-78, we had the Haro ones that I ordered already came in. I might be able to get more, I'm not sure, but I haven't really looked. I probably should have ordered way more of those. Let's do this first draw. So let's up that number, because last time, what was the draw last time? We had a winner way too fast. So let's pick a number, throw a number between 1 and 600 in the chat. 1 and 600, somewhere between there. We'll draw one at random and see if we give away this RG. And if for some reason we hit 1,000 concurrent viewers later in the stream, then you get the PG if you want. Steve Hummel, I officially hate Delpy decals. Why do you hate Delpy decal, man? Probably that world was short. I mean, the movie kind of left me wanting a sequel or something. Seems like a great origin story. Okay, I need D and E. draw this number in a moment here. With the chat lag and stuff, I'll make sure I give people plenty of time to get their numbers in. Okay, let's put time in there. That's odd. Let's say random number generator. 1 and 600. I've got live chat on, so 361. Oh, I want to show that off here. 361. Quick scroll through here. I don't see one. Let's see. I don't believe that there is a winner. 361. I didn't see one. If anyone wants to double check for me in case I missed it. So we'll do another draw in a little bit. Victoria Wu, still have a chance. I wonder if the viewers will spike if we hit 100 again. That was crazy last week. I don't know how many of you were here last week? Every time I looked up, the viewer count jumped up by like 50. Brant Coltrane just subscribed. Thank you, Brant. I wonder why it only shows certain subscribers. Must be your settings or something. John asks, hey Nick, have you watched Build Divers, Are You Rise? I have not watched any of the Build Divers, Build Fighters, any of those series. I probably should. There's a lot of series I probably should watch. I need to I need some more time. I didn't realize I wasn't subscribed. Well, now you are. Mecha Warehouse. I've been catching up Gundam shows. No, Nike, not since my son was born. That was my last binge, like a year and a half ago. I was watching a bunch of stuff, but I don't have much time. Like, I've watched, other than like family movie night and stuff like that, I've watched maybe an hour of TV in the last 6 weeks, say. I don't really have a whole lot of spare time in my hands. For probably obvious reasons, but maybe not. Was the peak like 330 or something? 340 was the official peak according to Streamlabs or YouTube or whoever it was that I saw the official peak number. We didn't stay there very long, but we got there. Already, hey Nick, how many judges do you have for the grand contest? Are you one of the judges? So we have, I think, 5 or 6 lined up. I only plan on jumping in if we need tiebreakers. I really don't want to be a judge unless I have to. But if we end up with any ties, I will. Oh, looks like we hit 100. And fun models from Build Fighters. I agree. Oh, I'm missing stuff. 1K current might be a little high, but the price justifies it. Yeah, Gunflip Pro. I don't think we'll hit it for a while unless there's some algorithmic thing like that got us to 340 that gets triggered somehow. It could happen, but it might take us a few months to get there. We'll see. And Teddy just subscribed. Thank you, Adam, for the sub. See how further you may have covered this previously, but how do you feel about Framers kits? I built a few and love them. I have not built one. I want to get them for the shop, so we'll probably have them at some point in the near future. I'm juggling a lot, trying to figure out how much inventory to get, trying to make sure I have enough cash for this move, and not having excess inventory to move to the new warehouse too. Julia Serrano, Nick, will you be getting Macross kits? Hopefully. I don't know when, but I plan on it. This get asked a lot. Like watching how many little cameos they get for all the various universe exist. Even freedom with Meteor System have gotten a few seconds of screen time. That's cool. I've not watched TV since Jack of All Trades and Bruce Campbell got canceled. I just haven't had time. I'm like halfway through a few shows, but I just haven't had an opportunity to. James, you're not getting any MG Charzaku 2.0. Definitely need order one for you. I'm planning on getting them in. I don't know when they're coming in. They might even be here, but I'm not sure. I'll be definitely getting some. You plan on stocking effect parts in the future? Probably. I think we've got some. There's a whole bunch of 30-minute missions effect parts that just came out. I think are coming in. But we'll be getting others as well. Okay, so I'm going to put these... those in there. Sir Raymond C. I just figured out how to pronounce that. Just subscribe. Thank you, Raymond. There we go. Now those clicked into place. Shalom, you. I made it. Welcome, Shalom. Glad you made it. Get my Zaku 2 2.0 off Facebook. They're sold everywhere. We got everyone but the Char one right now, I think. We got the two other, the J and the F. Gunpla University. Nick, you're going to carry any resin kits at some point. I don't know when. Again, it's all this juggling of stuff, inventory and cash and all that stuff. So I hope to carry a lot more different stuff than we have right now. I just don't know how long it will be. My focus is on trying to get this warehouse figured out, because that'll expand the amount of space I have to get inventory in. A1 31, which will be big, because that's one of my limiting factors right now. Is I just literally do not have a whole lot of space to bring in inventory and have it accessible to pack orders. Brand culture, you're gonna do a photo dump on the website of all the grunt destruction entries. Yep, we'll do a dump. It's gonna be a bracket, is how the voting works. So we will publish said bracket and probably publish the winners of matchups on like a daily basis until we get through all the matches, essentially. So definitely, if you're not following us on Instagram or Facebook, I guess those would be the two big ones. Literally right into my little water dish over here for decals from the other night that I hadn't dumped out. A piece just dumped right into the water. Water hazard should not be a part of building Gunpla. I probably made a channel account on eBay and got a lifetime ban from eBay because I had gun in my name. The word Gunpla is a bannable offense on eBay. I hate some of those platforms. Facebook blocked a whole ton of stuff when I was trying to mess around with Facebook Marketplace and Facebook ads and stuff, because of all the weapon descriptions in the kit. Like, they can't apparently tell that it's a kit and it has little plastic weapons in it. Not quite the same as, like, I'm not selling bazookas on Facebook, but my Charzaku might come with a bazooka. Because I think we all know if I had an actual bazooka, I wouldn't sell it online. H10, G, where's H? James P. I hope your Mecha Warehouse t-shirt sales went up. I have a lot of people like it when I wear it at work. I honestly haven't noticed any appreciable change. I'm thinking of grabbing them and bringing them in-house rather than having them shipped from the printer directly, because this whole COVID thing is definitely making that fulfillment super slow. They haven't seemed to recover yet. G43. Excuse me. Yoshida, it's getting LEDs to sell. We do have some LEDs in the store, actually, the blue and yellow basic LEDs. We've had the Unicorn LED set. No beam sabers for sale, no. Fox Unplugged, just found out we were live. I miss anything? Not really. We did the first draw. Nobody won, so not really. Not Killer, what's up? What's up? Not Killer, what's going on? We're floating right around that 100 mark. We broke over 100 a little while ago. Now we're back down to 97. Wow, we're up to 58 likes. That's pretty awesome. Escape up, Nick. I started work at 7 a.m. just to watch you build and listen to your bullshit. I was just saying. Wow, I'm honored that you would move your schedule around or whatever for this. Blows my mind. I don't think I'm worth it, but I appreciate that you do. Nas Fox Gunpla, what's up for grabs tonight? The RG Banshee Norn and PG Unicorn if we hit 1,000 concurrent viewers. I think it's a long shot, but who knows? Last week we jumped from 100 to 340 inside of like 5 minutes, so we just need just the perfect storm of momentum with the algorithm, and we would get there, I think. And that same PG will probably be up for grabs every week until we hit that, so might take a while. Miracle trade, bro. I don't know how you focus with that chat. I could barely watch a show and get through a kit. I'm getting better at it. I was struggling a lot more with it. I guess I'm getting good at it. I think if I had more people watching and chatting, I might need someone to like read me comments or something. I'm thinking I'll do another charity live stream towards the end of the year, probably in December. Last time it was the week between, it was like the weekend between Christmas and New Year that I did one last year. So I'll probably do that again this year. And we'll probably have a way bigger crowd this year, I would imagine. Considering how big this is, if I was doing a massive marathon streaming session with giveaways and stuff, that'd probably be huge. Eduardo, man, my power's just coming and going. Sorry to hear that. Wish a PG Unicorn of the green frame. I agree. I think that would be cooler. How's it building the RG FA Unicorn compared to the MG? Do the ankles suck as much as the MG? Haven't built the MG, but these ankles seem pretty solid. But I haven't really tried to articulate it much. I don't want to get too crazy and snap it before I can focus on it. Also, as a newbie builder, some of us like to watch and pick up tricks or see what better people use or do. Well, I don't think I'm better, but I understand. Hopefully, I can help you pick up something. We're back over 100 again. MG ankles fall off in the stand for no reason, so those seem solid. Yeah, I guess these must be a lot better. I think the RG Unicorn is supposed to be a pretty nice kit. The MG is a little bit, I mean, it's a big kit. Especially if you get the full armor one with all that crap on it. There's no way it can hold its arms up with any of the weapons and stuff. Who's planning on getting the MG EX Unicorn? That's been the talk of the town, so to speak, in the Gunpla world. Everybody's either whining about it being so expensive or talking about how excited they are for it. Unicorn's world's better than the MG. Makes sense. I just snapped the pre-built arm frame on my RG Unicorn. Probably my most depressing moment. Yeah, with doing kits used to me as cement, it seems solid. Well, at least you got fixed. Cutter Golden, you think there's some guy at Bandai who designs models who sighs heavily when he sees the next thing he has to make work in plastic? I could see that. Yokunai desu. No good, no good. Dame desu, dame desu. That's too much money. Dot Hack Curious. Yo, what's up, man? Welcome, Alvin. Couple wrote, no way, I'm not paying $230 for that Christmas tree. Yeah, so my girlfriend wants it for her birthday. She's got expensive taste, Shalom. I guess it's that or expensive jewelry, maybe. Where's a good place to find a list of all kits that actually exist? Watashi no Nihongo wa hated this. Very clumsy. I'm not very good. A little bit. I've been studying Japanese for a little while now, but I pick up words and phrases, and I can speak a little. Probably enough that I could go into a 7-Eleven in Japan and be maybe okay buying something, but that's about it. This is the band guy who got stuck designing the noodle cup. Same, Artie. That all my friends are building big cool robots, and I got to build a noodle cup. Or I'm interested how they are doing it, and at the time of the pre-order had the disposable income. Dude, I already brought the ring too. Get it on both ends, I guess. At least she won't complain about your purchases if she needs a Unicorn MX EX. Recon Fox finally got through one of my orders in the warehouse. Got my RX 78 HD finished. Gonna post pics on IG after I get the weapons done. So I'm saying it's clumsy. If I said it correctly, Nike, then if I said it with proper grammar and all that shit, then I would be it wouldn't be clumsy. My broken pigeon Japanese. Watashi no Nihongo. Nihon. Actually, no. I think you said... I want to pull out Translate on that, Nike. It's like... My Japanese person is very... something. But I could be wrong. She also learned Korean, then you'd also understand what the Korean couple channels are talking about. Yeah, no thanks. I've got a friend of mine who speaks incredible Japanese. Like, he's 100% fluent, like past the top level JLPT test. Worked in Japan in like an office for a while. Was married to a Japanese woman. And he's working on Korean now. His Korean is probably far better than my Japanese. Okay, so how does this stuff go together? You might be right. I could write it as Japanese. Yeah. Good times. Good times. James, I speak good English and bad English. So floating around that 100 mark. Okay, I need A, H, E, and D. A130. Let's try not to lose another part. That was fun last time. Where's 20? There we go. James P90. How many other have P Bandai kits in order this year? I've got a bunch. Got all the P Bandai wing reprints on order myself. Just ordered the Armadillo. The Armadillo Sandrock, pretty awesome. I think you need to get dish racks so you can organize your runners while building. I don't know, man. I want to figure out some sort of runner solution that hasn't been thought of before and make a product maybe, but I don't know what that is. I'm doing the E-gel. I got the E-gel in my backlog already. I'm looking forward to building that one. I'm debating taking the guns from the Heavy Arms Custom and combining it with the E-gel for a crazy kit bash. So Frederick just ordered 4 P Bandai kits. My wife is going to kill me. Hopefully she's not watching the stream. You can wait till they come in. Good, Jared. Nick, did your supplier make good on all those damage boxes you got? They did. They credited me for the damage, so we're gradually liquidating them at discounted prices in the dings and dents on the Discord. I think we've done 3 different kits, like the batches of those during our dings and dents so far. I've got 2 more queued up for hopefully this weekend sometime. Nike, you should definitely make a product for organizing runners. Mecha Warehouse brand line of products, maybe also nippers, sanding sticks, etc. Working on some stuff. And I'm trying, if I do any of that stuff, I kind of don't want to just private label like everybody else does. I think I've got access to enough smarts and contacts to just develop my own products for at least some of those. Like nippers, I might just literally be able to get some engineers together and see if we can design a better nipper. It might not be possible, but Alfredo, have you ever used any of the metal stickers from Delphi Decal? No, I haven't. Used some of the Cyclozac I built. They don't stick good when the kit has bends. Is there a way to make the adhesive stronger? Someone might have a recommendation. I've never used them myself. This Jayhan, we also got the polypod ball. I got one of those in my backlog too. That'll be a fun one to build. Adam, Teddy, if you need prototyping services, let me know. Adam, do you work in like or run a machine shop or something? Of course, you're a one-man army. What don't you work on? I've got tons of ideas, man. If I had the bandwidth, you would be amazed at the stuff that Mecha Warehouse would be doing. So as we grow and I can hire people to take on more and more of the day-to-day stuff, you will see some incredible stuff. I've got ideas. To say I've got ideas is an understatement. I've got a lot of stuff floating around in my head. You come out with the heat nippers for those EM builds. There you go. Can engineer have good contacts in the area. Awesome, Adam. I've got plenty of engineering contacts too. Not sure. I'm sure the people I know, the engineers that either work for me or worked with, I'll have their preferences on fab houses and prototyping companies and stuff, but if I'm ever looking, I'll definitely hit you up. We probably know the same shops. I bet we probably do. There's a handful of reputable ones that everybody kind of uses, I think. Or at least I know in the industries I've run, I think they all use the same ones, but I think it's probably just a cross-pollination of engineers between all the defense shops in the area. I've never seen a little fan of cockpits. I kind of wonder how they keep cool. Is your Gundam got central air? Have we done the raffle yet? We did the first draw. We'll be doing another shortly, I think. Culture and Whisper as a southerner myself. I started back in the day. I used fingernail clippers. There's actually an official Mr. Hobby product that basically looks like fingernail clippers. I wish I'd known about it. Last time I traveled, I was thinking about bringing tools with me so I could build in the hotel. But you don't really want to bring nippers on a plane in case they complain about them. They shouldn't, but I could see how one might think they're a weapon, but fingernail clippers are fine. So if you got something that looks like fingernail clippers, you'd probably be good to go. So if I ever decide to fly again after this whole COVID thing, I'll definitely be grabbing a pair of those for my travel toolkit. And Teddy, the Nashville, the largest shop I've used to work with is now a Protolab shop, which is great and terrible at the same time. Yeah, Protolabs is definitely the big player. It gets thrown around a lot. You might even use Protolabs for a thing one of my things was doing. I forget who the mechanical engineer sent stuff out to. Some of those larger companies definitely make the process easier and more predictable because of just the nature of the business, but you also lose some of that connection, which is, I mean, the same with anything, right? Amazon has its pros and cons depending on what you're trying to do. Hold on, we get to the point where you want to throw a kid in the trash. I haven't. I've definitely just put it down at that point. It's Nick, what are you looking to? This stuff is excellent. It says Pretzel Rocks is the station. Pretzel.rocks or something. If you Google Pretzel Rocks, it'll come up. It's basically a royalty-free online station. I think it's supposed to technically drop the info into the chat or something, but I must not have it set up right. Probably should look into that in case I'm violating terms of service on something. It's gonna take almost everything. Don't put nippers in your carry-on. Yeah, that's what I figured. I wouldn't put my high-end God hand, but I'd put the ones that look like fingernail clippers that cost $10. Because people will just think they're fingernail clippers, which I'm pretty sure are allowed on planes. Printed parts are a good prototype method. Depends on what you're doing. If you're prototyping a set of nippers, you wouldn't want to make them out of plastic and print them. I think this is like the Epic Station or something. It's pretty cool in my opinion. All right, side skirts now. Got most of the waist unit together. Hey Nick, I see you got the GPO2 and I'll be ordering one soon. Definitely, man. I wouldn't wait a super long time though. Firestone, yep, lost my favorite nippers that way till I forgot it was in there. That sucks. And tell you can print a metal these days. Yeah, but you can't, it's not the same. I don't think you would, I think you'd get, like, these are definitely machined, right? If you look at the God Hands, they are, all these contours and stuff, they're machined. The cheap ones, like the Bandai entry nippers, were probably stamped out of some sort of cheap metal and sharpened. Anyone with a giveaway yet? Not yet, Corey. So speaking of which, let's do a second draw. So we did between 1 and 500 before. Let's do between 1 and 490. So everybody throw a number between 1 and 490 in the chat. And in a few minutes, I will draw a winner. Or I won't, and we'll go again a little bit later. So I need H, A, F, and D. Okay, 32. That is a lot of numbers streaming into the chat. I'm going to cut these other pieces out real quick, and then I will draw. This is D25. Mm, 12. There we go. All right, let's throw a time up in the chat. We're up to 114 concurrent viewers. Not bad. All right, 275. 275, and just as a heads up, if you're throwing multiple numbers in the chat, that disqualifies you from winning this round, so you're only allowed to throw one number in each. 275, 274, no, 276, but we need 275. I don't see 275. Some really close ones that time. Yeah, don't worry about, so Frederick, don't worry about it. It didn't matter this time anyway, but if a conflict doesn't matter when we get through, we will reconcile that if multiple people pick the same number. please don't throw in multiple numbers if you see that your number was taken. Yeah, McCord, third time is the charm. If we get to the end and we haven't had a winner, we will make sure there's a winner. No, we're up to 125, I think. I think we've had a tie once. We had two people put the same number down, and I flipped the Mecha Warehouse challenge coin for it. Maxi Politician, what's up, guys? What's up, Nick? How you been? I've been good, man. Lots of stuff happening. Lots of good stuff. Just really busy, but that really never changes, so. Not no more high and master grades. No, I'll probably be mixing it up. I figured I'd go with a real grade this time. Nick, what's up? Trying to go with a little bit higher value for the base kit because we've had some really big ones in here, and we're now in it for the long haul again, trying to go for that next stretch goal. $1,000 is quite the reach, but at our current rate of growth, I could see us getting there. And all it really takes is that random moment to happen, like last week, just on steroids. Thanks for doing all these giveaways in the first place. Found out Mecha Warehouse by the huge giveaway you did, and you just keep giving. It's really appreciated. Thank you. I'm just glad you guys show up. This is a lot of fun, and people keep using the live code. So to me, it nets out, which I guess is a good chance to remember that if anybody's looking for a kit, we right up here, live 10 for 10% off tonight on mechawarehouse.com. So if you've been thinking about picking up a kit, might be a good time to do that. Unicorn 2.8, I don't really understand building, but it looks great. Have a nice day. Have a good day, Unicorn. Dylan, what the hell's going on, man? Ignited bought a bitload of paint. Awesome, man. Gunner Golden, what is the supply in older kits? Are they less easy to get, or does Bluefin have the hookup on everything? So everything is manufactured in batches. So if the last time a kit was printed was a while ago, you're just limited by what the supply is. So a lot of those older kits are just hard to come by. Which is unfortunate, but that's why you'll see certain kits like pop up on eBay at ridiculous premiums, because they're just not available. They might come back available, but you have to gamble, I guess, whether you want to pay the premium now or wait and see if it gets printed again. Fox, I appreciate your time and your effort, especially since it's difficult to find an outlet to ship to my location. And selection is pretty awesome. Glad you like it, man. Glad we've been able to help. Vibing with peace. WTF is this stream? Hey, vibing. I'm building a kit. This is a real grade unicorn, so it's a plastic kit of a Gundam model. I don't know if you're into anime or Gundam or any of that kind of stuff. Vibing with peace. And how did this pop up in my recommendations? That I have no idea how YouTube figures out how to pop things up on your recommendations. I take it you don't build then. Not building kits if you're not sure what this is. Maybe you're into anime or something. So that's in can you pre-order kits before you restock on the Mecha Warehouse store? So I can. I don't usually offer pre-orders for regular kits for the most part, but if there's something you really need and you're looking for, you feel free to shoot me a message or something. I can always look and see if it's available. I might even be able to pull some strings, so to speak, and make sure it gets on the next order I place. Can't always meet everybody's needs that way. What is up with this? Hey mods, can you block him or whatever? Like, if you're not interested in Gunpla, just leave the stream. It's not my fault that YouTube thought you might be interested and showed it on your recommendations list. It didn't force you to watch it. At least it wasn't like last week when we had the dude like slamming like racial slurs and stuff into the chat that way. That wasn't fun. Yeah, the mod's got it. It just takes a moment because of the lag and stuff. I guess that's the cost of having these bigger streams. So we have a hobby channel. What's up, dude? Hey, man, big fan. Keep it up. Thank you. I guess we can expect a little bit more of that as these streams grow. Excuse me. But seriously, like, YouTube recommends something dumb, you don't go watch it and then complain about it if you don't want to watch it. Just don't watch it. Your whole team here, you'd be okay. I know. I've got the best team. And you guys barely have to work on the Discord anyway, so you guys actually have to do some real moderating over here. Your recommendation is pretty random sometimes. It's like on Facebook, because I think I know some people. 99% of the times, people I don't know at all. Yep. I guess that means we got a few more years before Skynet takes over. Computers are still dumb. I mean, really, if Skynet existed, it would hit its first, like, it would seg fault out in, like, 2 days, and the whole problem would go away, because computers are just weak. August 29th, 2020 was the date in the movie. Uh-oh. I did see a DeLorean this morning on my drive to the dojo to teach classes this morning. So, I don't know if somebody's working on time travel to try to fix this COVID thing before it happens and tell somebody don't eat that bat. It didn't have a, all the rest of the equipment on it, so maybe they're still working on it. I'm not sure. One can hope. It's not a tumor. You must have saw my which video was that? The check-in, the damaged items stream, or not stream, video. I was so proud of that. Like, no one noticed. Called computers are still dumb. Exhibit A, Nick's trial when the machines take over. I mean, it's not my fault if they take over. I'm not saying you shouldn't take precautions against the rise of machines. Quite the contrary. I think I need to get some serious ordnance if I gotta deal with fighting robots in the future. Skynet Error 404 page not found. Exactly. Get to the Jabba. Get to the Jabba. They released aliens in for the Pentagon, so someone is time traveling thing this year. Kindergarten Cop, such a great movie. Yes. If somebody goes back and fixes COVID, then something. Butterfly effect, and boom, we get aliens. Maybe that's what's going on. Somebody's back in the past fiddling around now. Yeah, it was me. Oh, Brandon Stevens. Hey, what up? What's up, Brandon? Welcome. Guns work surprisingly well against sensitive electronics. But like fighting robots, Terminators, like I feel like you need 50 cals and explosives. Time to stock up big ass pile of tannerite and some 50 cals. Although saying that out loud now, if the FBI wasn't watching the stream, they are now. AP rounds work good at metal. Maybe it depends on the kind of metal, but how thick it is. All right. Where did I lose this piece from? Oh, from there it is. It's the knee. Time is 10:13. Wow. Plastic crack to the yeah. Does plastic crack fall into the DEA, maybe? Just use a beam saber. Theoretically, couldn't we just take out a robot army with an EMP? Maybe. That's how it got me to the point where my saved gun money went to come from a much cheaper hobby. I thought that's probably true. Especially, imagine being an election year. Prices in that arena tend to go up. What if it's ELS that invade Earth? Iron bullets won't have any effect on them. I have no idea. What is ELS? I must be missing something. Did I miss that show? Can you selling beam rifles on Facebook? Now 50 cal rounds. Hell am I? You finished it, but nice job. Now things are getting extreme. And there we go. So you think about getting that new Master Grade Extreme Gundam Unicorn? I am not. That is too rich for my blood. I can't see spending that much for a Master Grade. I barely want to spend that for a Perfect Grade. Alright, so what's next? Chest unit. I don't think I'm finishing the chest unit today if I start it, but I guess I might as well get started on it. ELS is from the Double O Gundam movie. Okay, I haven't seen Double O, so that's my problem, I guess. Alright, so where are we at? 10:15. Let's do another draw. I'll cut out pieces for this next step because we're getting close to the time I usually like to wrap up. I'm not feeling a ton of pressure to be at this super late today. So let's do another draw. Let's see. I've got a new gun rifle. I'm been taking in my wallet trying to find rare Gundam kits I haven't got. A new gun since March. Poor AD my phone died. Still no winner. Yep, still no winner. Let's do another draw. So let's increase the odds a bit since we're getting closer to the end of the stream here. So let's draw a number between, let's put a number in the chat between 1 and 400. If anybody's new to this, since we've had some confusion with the last draw, only place one number, even if there's a conflict with somebody else's number. I'll deconflict you if we have multiple winners. Or multiple people with the same number. We'll have to decide a winner by some sort of tiebreaker. Okay, chest unit B4. This kid's crazy with these multi-part, multi-color runners. Apparently a bunch of skipped frames. I don't know what that's about. PG Gramps or G Fine Blu-ray set. My mind's telling me PG Gramps, but my heart is telling me the G Gundam Blu-ray set. I don't know. I have not watched anything G Gundam, so I'm really not the best arbiter there. All right, let's throw time up there. What was the range I said? 450, I think. To 400. Okay. I should like write this down. 48. 48. So let's see if we got any winners this time. Got 49. That's gotta hurt a little bit. All right, no one. So we'll draw again shortly. Probably going to be ending the stream relatively soon. So next time will probably be the last one, and we'll make sure that there's a winner. G35. Man, only 169 off. Exactly, Daniel. you're going to make sure someone wins. You can always draw again. I think the last time we had no winners at the end of the stream, I just drew more numbers against the same set, and we'll make that range next time much smaller. Oh man. Yeah, message from the boss. The pie's here. I was just wondering if it was coming or not. I think I'll eat pie as we close down for the night. Is what kind of pie? It is cherry pie. Doesn't look good. So I'll probably break it out as we do this last drawing, and then I'll probably spill it all over myself. That's how I picture that going down. So I need what I want is probably a dark color. There it is. I put down my headphones. I'm trying to see as though we said this stream would have pie. It's been a while since we've had desserts in this stream. I forget if it was which one it was. One of the early ones. After the switch to YouTube, we had cake. It was actually my wife's birthday that day, and she baked herself a birthday cake because, I mean, COVID. We weren't going out to get cake. And like the amazing woman she is, she brought me a piece like I'm some sort of rock star up here. Real great pie stains. I go for my mom's pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is so good. It's pie crumbs and shipping labels. Yeah, I'm not sure people would be upset or happy about that. I guess it depends on how far away you live and how stale they are. RG Cherry Pie Gundam, what a sweet ride. Pecan is a beast. Is the best. I'll die on this hill. Pecan pie is good. My favorite pie is actually a pie my wife's like to stop making because she found out that she reacts badly to peanut butter. But it's like a chocolate cream pie with a peanut butter based layer. So it's like chocolate and peanut butter. And it is so good. But despite trying to talk her into making it for me, I have not gotten it in a long time. it does go there. $17, $18, and G30. I'm gonna finish this step off, and that will be probably the end. I'm really into pies, to be honest, man. I knew there was something I didn't like about you. Apple pie is the best. I don't know how apple pie hasn't come up. Apple pie is absolutely the best. I had cookies, now I have fudge and milk. She made fudge last night. I hope there's some in there still. Apple pie with or without cheese? Without cheese, of course. Apple pie, warm apple pie, and a scoop or two of vanilla ice cream. Perfect. I get a bunch of confused cooking fans in here. Just ordered Burger King delivered because all this pie talk. I got the Hershey Sundae pie. I didn't even know they had a Hershey pie thing at Burger King. 17 and 18. G30. Mango pineapple pie is really good. Sounds interesting. And Mr. Jahan must be on a diet because he's trying to bring up a new topic. What are you guys working on? Almost done with my Go Goog. You know you had to spell check rhubarb. 30. Here we go. Mighty Wise Guy working with Dings and Dents. Sandrock, awesome. MG Sazabi, MG God Gundam, MG Gun Tank. More Papercraft Terrain. Lasting parts for Hello Kitty Arc 78. Grandma used to make fried apple pies. Used to burn the roof of my mouth in those things. That sounds pretty good. Denial Gundam, nice. It's been nice and supposed to announce the kit's coming through the rest of this year anytime soon. I mean, they're most of the way through the year in terms of pre-orders, I think. We've got like October, November, maybe even December pre-orders already. So I think this year might be already good. I think we'll get to build next thanks to Mecha Warehouse. My backlog is out of control. Sorry, James. PG ball. That'd be interesting. Working on MG Baruto sanded and ready for primer. Sweet. Jeez, this is interesting. I feel like I could autopilot on the MG wing kits, and this thing is so much more complicated. But really cool. Complete University. Thanks for the stream, Nick. Gotta head out to start my stream. See you later. See you, man. I'll definitely tell people about your stream right when I end this. Backline's just down to just an RG crossbow. The synergy is done. Trying to keep it under control. Nice, Michael. PG new gun would be rad. I think that would sell well. All right, let's do another draw here. Let's pick a number between 1 and 150. Let's keep the keep this to a really tight range here. Let's get us a winner. And I'm gonna eat some pie while you put those numbers in the chat. I have to require a napkin every time I get pie delivery. Needs ice cream. Try vanilla ice cream and bacon next time. If I had vanilla ice cream in the house, I would definitely have vanilla ice cream with this. I think we're out. All right, so between 1 and 150. 116. See, those of you who can read it backwards. Do we have a winner? $115, $117. Several 115s, several 113s. I don't see any 116s. Just want to make sure I'm right. I'll draw another number. Last time we had such a wide range. Yeah, leave the numbers drawing again. So I'm going to draw one more time. 85. I think I see an 85 in there. Let's see how many 85s we got. Jason Galloway has 85. Do you have any repeats? Universal Disney. And did I miss that one somewhere? I do have live chat on. Let me go through this again to make sure I got everybody. I need like a app for this or something, some sort of bot that can go through the chat. Jason Galloway. Why am I not seeing the Disney one? Universal Disneyan. Yeah, Universal Disneyan was after, I believe. Can I turn on timestamps here? 10:36. I said time at 10:35. So it looks like Jason Galloway. All right, so Jason Galloway, congrats. You won the real grade Banshee Norn. Move my pie before I get pie all over it. Said to you, pie stains. So, congrats, Jason. Send me a DM somewhere. Email nick@mechawarehouse.com. DM on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I don't know if there's a way to send one on YouTube. Shoot me a message and we'll get the logistics worked out to get it out to you. Congratulations. So, Gunpla Bro, you're probably on Top Chat. We found that out last time. So anyway, congrats to Jason. Thank you guys all for hanging out with me tonight. It's been a fun stream as always. I will see you guys next time, 8:30 next week. The PG Unicorn will probably still be up for grabs, and whatever the other kit will get swapped out, and we'll keep striving for that 1,000 viewers. Might take a little time, but we finished pretty strong here. We hit 120 something, I think, a few times. So good times. Don't forget, Live 10 is good for 10% off up on the website. It says it ends at 11. I think you really got till midnight though, so take a look if you are in the market for any kits. And what else is going on? Mecha Warehouse Grunt Destruction submissions are due August 1st, which is less than a week out. So if you are working on an entry for that, make sure you get it in. And yeah, I can't think of anything else right now. So thank you guys. I'm going to finish my pie and answer the probably a million messages I got while I was on here. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a excellent rest of your weekend and a great week until I see you guys next time.